Hey there, it's Laura Godwin. So today we're going to chat about strategies to filling your calendar up with PRV boosting events. I don't know if you use the word party. I'm not a big P word fan. I will find almost any creative way around having to use the word party, but whatever you want to call it, event, we're going to book your calendar, okay? So with that being said, I hope that you do have a calendar in front of you right now, because it is super crucial to have a calendar to work your business successfully. It truly sets you up for so much success, and not to mention it helps keep yourself together, right? And we all know how important that is. So you have your calendar. And then one strategy that I have been taught pretty much my whole entire Scentsy journey is, even though you may have like 11 days open on your calendar to fill with bookings, just say you have 3, okay? Because if you say you have 7 or 9 or 11, it kind of almost makes it seem like you don't have a game plan and your customers don't feel that exclusivity. They also don't feel that, what's the right word I'm looking for? Like that, it's not an emergency to them. They don't feel like, ooh, I need to book a party right now because she might fill up, okay? So even if you have 9 spots or 29 spots, whatever, just pick 3. So look at your calendar right now for whatever month you're trying to fill up. And I want you to pick 3 spots in your calendar that ideally you'd be making some massive PRV on those days, okay? So a little script that I've used in the past that's really worked well for me, I'm gonna give it to you and you can tweak it, make it your own. We're all about authenticity here. So you pick the verbiage that makes it sound more like you, okay? But here's what I would say. I would say I have 3 spots available for you to get on one of my Scentsy socials. Okay, I kind of messed that up. Let me try that again. I have 3 spots available for you to get in on my Scentsy socials. Now, I would private message this to people. Blasting stuff on Facebook or on Instagram and hoping and praying that someone just happens to see it that day as they're scrolling on newsfeed, that is leaving a lot to chance. It's also not very VIP feeling, and it isn't necessarily rude. I'm not going to say that, but there's no warmth to it. There's no emotional attachment. But oh my gosh, when one of my buddies messages me with a heartfelt message, even better if they speak it into the voice recording thingy, oh my gosh, that gets my attention. It makes me build a connection with them, makes me feel very VIP and exclusive and all the things. Okay, so what is a word that you could put before Scentsy socials that would really make it exciting? So something you might say is, I have 3 spots available for you to get in on one of my blank Scentsy socials. I've used the word exclusive before, because I want to let them know that this is not something that I am offering everyone in their zip code or every one of my customers, because I'm not. This is their private message. And so you could say exclusive. You might put another adjective in there. Maybe you want to say, I have 3 spots available for you to get on one of my super cool Scentsy specials, or my crazy awesome. I don't know what you want to put there. Make it sound like you. Okay. Then I challenge you to think about inviting 10 people. 10 people, not a group message. No, that's rude. Private message. And do you remember that little part I said just a minute ago about how special it is when you actually speak it into that voice tool? They hear the tone of your voice, the excitement when you smile, when you speak. Oh my gosh, it just makes them feel super special, and they know that that's not something that you forwarded, copy and pasted, right? Okay, so let's talk about what you're going to offer them, because you need to have a game plan before you even send out your first message. There are so many different ways and ideas, and I'm so thankful that we do work at something that there isn't a one-size-fits-all that maybe we would fit into, or maybe we wouldn't. I mean, thank the Lord there's no mold. So I want you to know that I'm going to share with you a few ideas that have really, really been game changers for me, but it doesn't mean that they're the only game changers. It doesn't mean that these are the only things that works. And I just want you to have options and realize that whatever you want to fill in the blank on, you're going to be successful. Huge. Okay. So pod parties, man, they've been super awesome, especially when it's hot outside or when people live far, far away from me. I mean, whatever the hurdle is, pod parties work. And I hate the word party, but it starts with a P, so I just kept it. Pod party. So this is my pod party. I have a YouTube video just on this where I share the file to that and I go through all the details, okay? So if you want more ideas on this, jump on that video. But it is truly the easiest thing you've ever seen, and it is so stinking fun. There aren't a ton of testers in here. It's just the ones that are available for pods. There you go. That's not upside down. And then I left out the ones that were self-explanatory. Like there is no baked apple pie tester in here because I'm assuming that everybody knows what baked apple pie smells like. And so I didn't put that tester in there, or none of the leather testers or anything like that, because if the description does it justice, then I'll need to put it in there. Mystery Man, however, I do have a tester for because it's one of those smells that just reading the description alone might not seal the deal. It helps to get that one under your nose, right? Okay. So pod parties have worked very, very well for me, especially helping me to, it simplifies the party process, helps me kind of get hostesses' feet wet that maybe have never hosted anything for me before, or maybe they are bored. They've been my hostesses for 4 or 5 years. They routinely do spring and fall, spring and fall, spring and fall. This is a little bit of a variation that gets them excited about hosting for me again. All right, so messenger party. That's another idea I came up with 2016-ish, and I have a video on it as well, going into detail about how my messenger parties will bring me $700 to $1,000 in PRV in a 30-minute window, and I can be in my pajamas. I mean, you guys, it is the most fun ever. Okay, spa night. So I'm assuming that you guys may still be in the part of your lives where you're not really getting out and about a whole lot for whatever reason. And so a lot of these ideas I've given you so far, they're virtual, right? They're not in-person things that we would do for our customers. So, but a spa night, if you guys are meeting and getting together with people, spa night's really fun because it gives that VIP feel. You can dim the lights, turn on the soft music, have diffusers going everywhere, have warm bowls of warm water in front of everybody's chair. You can, oh my gosh, you can have so much fun. You can just get super creative with this. It is so pampering. And I don't call it a Cincy spa night. I call it a spa night. Okay. Bingo is another virtual or in-person idea of a way to get massive PRV in any of these 3 spots that you've chosen. Now, what I would suggest doing is before you ever even send out this script that we talked about just a minute ago, I already have a game plan on maybe 1 virtual and 1 in-person style themed party that you're going to offer. I wouldn't get too crazy. I wouldn't tell them, oh, well, you can pick from a messenger, bingo, pod party, spa night. Oh, like just pick one. Pick 1 or 2. Or you could even ask them, are you wanting to do an in-person event or are you wanting it to be virtual? And when they tell you that, then say, oh my gosh, my best virtual events right now are pod parties, or my best virtual events right now are messenger parties. 30 minutes of your time, game changer. Anyway, so have you noticed that we haven't asked them to host yet? The script doesn't say, would you host one? It says, I have 3 spots available for you to get in on my exclusive Cincy socials this month. We haven't asked them to even host. At this point, they're agreeing to be a participator, which is great. You need those. So at this point, those 3 spots on your calendar, you're going to play hostess. You're just going to fill it with all your favorite people, your own customers, your own family, your own friends are going to be on your event until you have someone that wants to host. And then you'll gladly turn that over to them. So until this point, you have not dropped the question. I mean, it's super exciting because there's no risk for them to say yes to get in on your Scentsy social, right? But then sometime after they say yes to that, you might want to go back to them and say, hey, would you actually want to be the host of this? I do all the work. You just spread the word and we fill up the event, but would you like to be the host that gets all the free and half price things from this event that you're coming to in a couple of weeks? And 9 times out of 10, they will say yes. And a lot of times I'll even say something like, hey, I haven't asked anybody else, but I wanted to ask you first. This event that you are getting in on the 17th, I don't have a hostess for that event, and I do all the work. Like, it's no different for you, but I'm just wondering, would you want to be the host of that? And all you would have to do is spread the word and try to fill it up some more. Right now I have 2 people coming. You would want to ask all your friends and family and try to get it up to 8 or 10. I mean, you guys, it was so natural. It's a natural question. It shows that once again, you're looking out for them. You looked out for them with the first message. You're inviting them to an exclusive event, but then you're also just looking out for them again on the second question that you're going to ask later on. I wouldn't ask it in the same setting. I would wait maybe a day and then let them know, hey, if you would like to, or if this night doesn't work well for you, then I've got a different night. Anyway, while we're on that topic about which night to pick, I have the best success with Thursdays because it's right before payday. And my goal is to get their paycheck before Target does, right? Okay. I mean, more than likely, a portion of their paycheck is going to go to sprucing up their home, getting some nice things for themselves, for their home, whatever. My goal is just to have these booked on a night that is strategically placed so that they actually have money left from their paycheck, or they will. Okay. All right. So my homework for you is I want you to privately, not a group message and not a blast on your social media platforms. Nope. One-on-one through text, email, Facebook message, or Instagram message. And bonus, if you use the voice recording tool, definitely use that. Okay. I want you to ask 10 people and say something like the script that we used. I have 3 spots available for you to get in on one of my exclusive Scentsy socials. Change that word up, change a lot of the words up, make it sound like you're going to send that to 10 people, one-on-one communication, 10 people, and then I want you to come back to this post and I want you to share your results below. And I am cheering for you guys. This is going to be awesome. We're going to fill our calendars. When you get those 3 booked, then go ahead and be awesome. Pick 3 more dates, rinse and repeat, and do the same thing again with different people. Let's see how many events you can get booked on your calendar. Okay? Good luck.